Hello, before we proceed, here is a disclaimer. This video is being voiced by AI. I am not yet comfortable using or equipped to use my own voice, so please bear with me for now. Welcome. If you are an R user, then you must have heard of R Markdown and Quarto. So, when the time comes to choose one of R Markdown or Quarto, which one should you use? If you are a noob like me and wondering whether to use R Markdown or Quarto, then let us learn together. I like to F around and find out. So, let's F around R Studio and see if we can get any idea from there. In R Studio, if you go to File, then New File, and click on R Markdown, you will be welcomed to the R Markdown document creator. It has some basic inputs like title, author, date, etc. On the left-hand side, you will see 4 types of templates, that is Document, Presentation, Shiny, and From Template. Let us take a look at the first type, that is Document. You can create 3 types of document in R Markdown. They are HTML, PDF, and Word. These documents are enough for most of the users. Let us have a look at the presentation section next. In the presentation section, you will discover that you can create 4 types of presentation. And undoubtedly the most relevant one is the PowerPoint presentation. Let us now move to the Shiny type document. If you are familiar with Shiny, then you don't need an introduction to this section. And if you don't know what Shiny is, just know this much, that you can create inputs for Shiny with this type of document. You may need it later. You can also use some pre-existing templates. Let's have a look at the templates section. The template section has some pre-existing templates intended for specific uses. If you are new to R Markdown or a noob like me, you perhaps don't have anything useful to find here. Let us turn our attention to Quarto now. If you go to File and then New File, you can see Quarto there. There are 2 Quarto documents available in the menu, Quarto Document and Quarto Presentation. The Quarto Presentation is just a subtype of Quarto Document and is just a shortcut. Let us choose the Quarto Document. When you click on Quarto Document, you will be welcomed with this screen. It has some basic inputs like R Markdown. On the left-hand side, you will see that you can create 3 types of documents in Quarto: Document, Presentation, and Interactive. As you can see, you can create HTML, PDF, and Word documents with Quarto, the same as R Markdown. You will find 2 new elements here that are not present in R Markdown. There is an engine selector, and it has 3 options. One is None, which new users should never choose. Next is NIDR. This is the default option in R Studio and specific to document generation with R. The last engine is Jupyter and is a multi-language engine, which we will talk about later. In the presentation section, you will discover that you can create 3 types of presentation, and PowerPoint is there too. Now, let us turn our attention to the interactive type document. The interactive section lets you create 2 types of documents either with Shiny or Observable.js. So as you see, whatever you can create with R Markdown, you can create with Quarto too, which comes with some additional types of documents. Markdown is a lightweight markup language for creating formatted text using a plain text editor. If you have never used Markdown before, you may find it primitive or scary. Full-fledged word processors like Microsoft Word use the formatting toolbar to format text. However, with Markdown you can format text without needing those options. You can emphasize the texts or italicize words and do many more formatting and styling with a combination of symbols and letters available on the common keyboard. It gives you more options to customize text intended for a variety of documents. If you're feeling scared, don't worry. Both Quarto and R Markdown come with the GUI option. You can choose the source option to write in Markdown and the visual option to use the visual editor. You can switch between them anytime you wish. So, both R Markdown and Quarto are easy to use. You can create almost all the documents you need with both the tools. Let us visit the R Markdown site and explore more. As per the website, R Markdown supports dozens of static and dynamic output formats including HTML, PDF, MS Word, Beamer, HTML5 slides, tough style handouts, books, dashboards, Shiny applications, scientific articles, websites, and more. If you visit the links provided in the description section of this video, you can see that there are enough options to meet the needs of most of the users. Now let us visit the Quarto website to see what they have to offer. Oh, now I see. Quarto not only supports R, it also supports 3 other major programming languages, that is Python, Julia, and Observable. Now you know why R Markdown contains R in its name. It is intended for R users, unlike Quarto, which supports multiple programming languages. Besides, you can use Quarto in RStudio, Jupyter Notebook, VS Code, and few other text editors like Neovim, unlike R Markdown, which is specific to RStudio. Everything you can do in R Markdown, you can do with Quarto, with few more output options and some added features. So, what should you use? R Markdown or Quarto? Both R Markdown and Quarto come from the same team, that is Posit. At its core, Quarto works the same way as R Markdown, but it is bigger and better. Quarto combines the functionality of R Markdown, Bookdown, Distill, Zeringian, etc. into a single consistent system. In the end, if you are an R user working in RStudio and already familiar with R Markdown, you may persist with R Markdown. As per the Posit team, everything that is currently in R Markdown will continue to work and be supported and maintained by the creators. There are no plans for deprecation. However, no major feature development is planned for R Markdown in the future. Existing R Markdown users are welcome to try Quarto, but there's no need to switch. For new users like me and fellow noobs, however, it is better to use Quarto, as the learning curve is similar to R Markdown and Quarto comes with extra options and capabilities. With the same amount of efforts, Quarto gives more benefits to the learners than R Markdown. So noobs, let us learn Quarto. If you have anything to add or you disagree with this noob, feel free to voice your opinions in the comments section. And don't forget to visit the links in the video descriptions to learn more. Have a good time, everyone. Thanks for watching the video. See you soon.